Hello everybody, Daz here with a new exciting laptop video. We continue our journey through the most interesting laptops of 2016, and today we have another ultra-portable laptop from Dell, a new Latitude 7370. This model was first shown at CES in January 2016 and only just recently hit the shelves for the general public. It appears to be an interesting story behind creation of this model. We already saw XPS13 in our first episode, which was one of the most discussed laptops of 2015, and a lot of Dell corporate customers apparently were extremely interested in XPS13 but couldn't use it due to lack of certain security features such as access control, encryption, and data protection. All of that was addressed in a new model, and here we go, 7370. However, if you're selecting between XPS13 and a new Latitude, there is more to the story than just XPS plus certain security enhancement. From my experience with this laptop, there is areas where Latitude is better than its older sibling and others where it's lost some ground. So let's look into some highlights about this model. Unlike XPS13, 7370 uses 6th generation Core M type of processor, which is slightly less powerful than Core I's, with selection of M3, M5 and M7 models. Core M is a low-power processor oriented on tablet and cell phone applications. As a result, 7370 required no ventilation slots on the back of the unit and can also run longer on the same size of the battery. So we lose some, we gain some, as usual in life. The exact unit I borrowed was M5 model with 8GB of RAM, 256GB SSD, and Infinity Edge touch display, all of which totaled to a hefty 4,100 Canadian dollars before taxes. But if you ever shop for Dell, always wait for a sale. Look, there is the same model with M7 CPU. At the time of the review, it was $700 less, so go figure. Those of you who watched my XPS review would remember that I really liked its thin bezel Infinity Edge 4K display, but I also highly dislike its glossy surface. That was specifically fixed in 7370. It was almost no issue to use a laptop outside. Brightness was also increased, so all of that makes 7370 screen one of the best displays I ever have a chance to work on so far. It's a very exciting model from this perspective. Speaking about exterior, laptop can have carbon fiber or aluminum top cover, same as XPS, but the bottom of it's now made out of plastic, as well as laptop main surface. There's a little gap was added between screen edge and the bottom of the laptop, so it's much easier to open laptop than it was with XPS 13. Touchpad is now smaller because they make two separate buttons, which I like more, and I also would like to say that touchpad response was absolutely excellent, exactly the same as it was on XPS 13. For laptop connectivity options, we have two USB Type-C ports on the left side over only one on XPS 13, but do not get overly excited about it, as one of the ports used to charge your laptop battery, so it will be occupied most of the time unless you buy a Dell accessory dock and then you can share that connection with something else. On the same side, we have micro HDMI video out and SIM card slot for optional LTE broadband module. Two speakers in the front and the right side ports are micro SD 4.0 port, which I consider as Dell mistake, as most of professional equipment still use a full-size memory card, and the last two ports are headset jack and a single USB 3.0 without power share. Not too much, but Dell philosophy is that customers will use one of their docking stations connected to USB Type-C port. One of those I have a good chance to have as well, and I really liked it. It was running a little bit warm with external monitor, Ethernet cable and keyboard attached to it, but everything worked just great. I would definitely buy one of those or similar if I would have a laptop like this. On inside, Latitude feels very solidly and tightly built. There is nothing you can upgrade yourself other than M.2 SSD drives that surprisingly have a copper heatsink on it and several communication modules. There is also a bunch of empty connectors for the options that my unit didn't have, such as fingerprint reader or contactless access card. Another small but nice improvement is that you cannot lose screws from the laptop cover anymore, which was a problem for XPS 13 model. I casually use laptop for 3 weeks time, and there is a few things I like and dislike about this model. Good things first. Laptop greatest asset continue to be the same as XPS13, its Infinity Edge touch display. It's absolutely spectacular for any media consumption, YouTube, Netflix, movies, name it, look absolutely fantastic on the screen. Low glare allows to use laptop equally inside and outside, and the over 180-degree opening of the screen can be quite handy when you use touchscreen capabilities on your lap. Second best feature of this laptop, keyboard. It's absolutely different from XPS13 I tried a few weeks back, and it's excellent for typing and has a great feedback and a key movement. This is arguably one of the best laptop keyboards I ever tried. Backlit function also comes as a standard. Third things I like that with optional docking stations, all peripheral works without any trouble whatsoever. Second, monitor performance was excellent to USB-C connection, but I have to say that on the other hand, when I tried to use monitor through the micro HDMI port on the side of the laptops, colors and all appearance of the picture was quite off. I'm not sure if it was because of the laptop or I had a bad cable, as I only have one of each to try. I also noticed that laptop can run quite warm after prolonged heavy use. I connected sensors to the couple points on the laptop's bottom, and after running movies on both screens for 3 hours straight with the room temperature about 22 degrees, I got 46 degrees under the laptops on a hard surface. Speaking about complaints, I still dislike awkward webcam placement in the bottom of the screen, as one of the YouTubers mentioned it in its video.
The first time I turned it on, I had an upshot to my boobs.
Well, not my particular case, but I agree with that. I also disagree with Dell about micro SD slot instead of full-size SD card, and also I would love to have one extra USB 3.0 port, possibly with power share option. Other than that, this laptop is really great. I'm not sure if I get it because I want something with a bigger screen and possibly a little bit more extra power, but I put it on a list of my possible options for now. Also, special thanks to Melissa for borrowing me this unit for such a long time. And next one in line, something from Lenovo, and you will find out soon. Thank you for watching, until the next one.